Okay, so to get started, I have chained 1 after I slip stitched at the end of round of 55 into our first single crochet. I'm actually going to pull that chain out because I misread the pattern. And we're going to slip stitch 1 more time, okay? And now we're going to chain 1. We're going to put a single crochet into that same space, and then we're going to do 6 more single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip your last single crochet, and then you're going to put 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 double crochets into this chain. So let's do that together. 1. Oh, I'm going to pull that tighter. 1. 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, do 4 more double crochets around that chain space. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the pattern says to skip the single crochet in the middle and put 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 double crochets into the other side of this other chain space. So skip this single crochet and then 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2. I don't know why this project's not frogging as easily as I would like it to. All right, let's go here. So 4 more double crochets after that chain 2. We're going around that chain 8 from the previous round in part 9. 3, and my 4th double crochet. This is what these 2 chain spaces are going to look like. 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet, skip the single crochet, 4 double crochet over the second space with a chain 2 and 4 more double crochet. Then we're going to skip a stitch, and this is when our repeat starts. So you're going to do 6 single crochets. So this is where the repeat starts. If you want to pause it and get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and you're going to skip this last stitch and put 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 more double crochets around this chain space. So 2, 3, 4, chain 2. Let's slide my project a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to skip this single crochet and do that again. 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 more double crochets. Okay, and that'll complete the repeat section of this. Okay, there's number 3 double crochets, 4 double crochet. We're going to chain 2, and let's do 4 more double crochets. Oh my gosh, I don't know why this yarn is not frogging proper. All right, So that's what our repeat's gonna look like. It's gonna be this last stitch. You're gonna skip this very first single crochet, and then you'll go into the second single crochet and you'll start the repeat. So your repeat is gonna be 6 single crochets, skip a stitch, then you'll put 4 double crochets, chain 2, a 4 double crochet across the chain space. You'll skip your single crochet. You'll do 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 double crochets in the second chain space. And then you'll skip the very first single crochet of these 8. You're skipping the first and the last single crochet of the 8 single crochets in round 55. And you're also skipping the middle single crochet from round 55. So at the end of this round, you're going to have 120 single crochets, 320 double crochets, and 40 chain spaces. So thanks for tuning in for this round, and I'll get at you next time. All right, we're gonna move into round 57. We're gonna slip stitch into the top of our first single crochet. Oh, shoot. I lost my yarn, guys, gals, days. Okay, then you're gonna slip stitch a second time. You're going to chain 1 and put a single crochet into that same space, okay? Then you're going to do 4 more single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to skip the last single crochet, and you're going to do 4 back post double crochets around each of these double crochets. And I know I'm doing back posts, but they're pretty loose, so I figured I could manage. So we're going to do 4 back posts, okay? That's where you're coming in from behind. You're going to yarn over, come in from behind, put your hook in front of the stitch, and come back out the other side. Yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Let's do the 4th one. Oh, see, I'm not a huge fan of these, but we're almost done with this Mandala, guys. Oh my gosh, I spoke too soon. Okay, so back post double crochet. That was ridiculous. And then we're gonna do 3 double crochets into the chain 2 space. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you guessed it, we're going to do 3 back post double crochets around the first 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. And it says to skip a stitch. So we're going to skip this last double crochet. And it says to do a front post double crochet around that single crochet. So yarn over, drop down 2 rows into row 55 and do a front post double crochet around that stitch. Okay. Wow, that's a fun stitch. Okay. Now we're going to skip a stitch, the first double crochet, and we're going to do 3 back post double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and that should take you to your chain space. You're going to put 3 double crochets into that chain space, and 3. And then we're going to do 4 back post double crochets. Give me a second. Whew, these are going to take practice for me. I'm going to be a pro at the end of this round, y'all. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oop. Then we're going to skip the first single crochet and we're going to repeat. So let's do this again together. We're going to skip the first single crochet and we're going to go into the second one. And we're going to do 4 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you're going to skip the last single crochet and you're going to do 4 back post double crochets. So 1, oh, I'm stuck somewhere, 2, you'll get to see me do beginner moves up in here, 3, and 4. And then those 3 double crochets are going to go into the chain 2 space. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Skip your last double crochet and you're going to do a front post double crochet around that single crochet in row 35. Okay, now we're going to skip this first double crochet. We're going to do 3 back post double crochets. 1, oh, I think I picked up 2 there. Give me a second, I gotta redo that. So 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, goodness me. 2 and 3. Then you're going to put 3 double crochets into the top, that chain space, that chain 2 space. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to do 4 back post double crochets on the other side. Sorry about that. Blanket's getting kind of big. 1, or the mandala, 2, and 3, and 4. Now you're going to skip the very first single crochet here and you're going to start your repeat again. So go ahead and rewind me back to where we started here. This is what it's going to look like. It's very pretty. This round's going to be extremely pretty when we're all done with it. So go ahead and go back to where we started here and do this repeat all the way around, okay? And at the end of this round, you're going to have 80 single crochets, 280 back post double crochets, 120 double crochets, and 20 front post double crochets. So then we'll move into round 58 together, and I'll see you at the close of this and we'll slip stitch together to get started for that round. Thanks for tuning in for this one. Okay, moving into round 58, I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my very first single crochet. I'm going to slip stitch a second time. I'm going to chain 1 and put a single crochet in that same space, okay? We're going to do 2 more single crochets. And we're going to skip the last single crochet, do 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, 3, do a back post half double crochet, a back post single crochet, skip your middle double crochet, do a back post single crochet, you're going to do 2 back post half double crochets, 1 and 2, and a back post double crochet. Now this one might be a little difficult because it is close to that middle front post double crochet. All right, you're going to skip the front post double crochet and you're going to go straight in and do you're going to do a back post double crochet. Then you're going to do 2 half double crochets, back post, 1. We're going to do this again together, and 2, because this is your repeat. Then you're going to do a back post single crochet, skip the middle, and a back post single crochet around those 3 double crochets in the chain space. Okay, you're going to do a back post half double crochet and 3 back post double crochets on this side. So there's your half double, and now we're going to do 3 back post double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to skip a stitch and do 2 single crochets. Now this is where we're going to skip this very first single crochet. We've got 4 single crochets here, and we're going to go into the second single crochet. Now this is where your repeat starts. So let's do this together. So 2 single crochets, 1, 2, skip the 4th one. We're going to do 3 back post double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to do a back post half double crochet, then you're going to do a back post single crochet, skip the middle double crochet, and do another back post single crochet, 1 single crochet, skip. We're going to do the second back post double crochet. Then you're going to do 2 back post half double crochets, 1 and 2. Do a back post double crochet, skip your front post double crochet, and do another back post double crochet on the other side of it. So back post double crochet, skip the front post, and another back post double crochet. Excuse me, these are going to be, so you skip the front post double crochet and you do 2 back post half double crochets. Is that right? Nope, I was right. So you're going to do, we'll do this again together. You're going to skip the front post double crochet and do a back post double crochet. Okay, 1. Then you're going to do 2 back post half double crochets. So 1 and 2. Then you're going to do a back post single, a skip the middle stitch, and a back post single in those 3 double crochets in the chain space. And we'll do this again together because I fudged it. All right, then you're going to do a back post half double crochet, and 3 back post double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so one more time for this repeat together, just so you guys can clarify, since I did fudge up the first repeat. So let's start this repeat again. We're going to skip our first stitch. We're going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2. Skip the last single crochet and do 3 back post double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. do a half post, a back post, half double crochet, back post, half double crochet. Then we're going to do a back post single crochet, skip the middle stitch, and another back post single crochet, back post single, skip, back post single. Then we're going to do 2 back post half double crochets, 1 and 2. Now you're going to do a back post double crochet, skip your front post double crochet, and another back post double crochet. 1. We're going to skip, do the other back post double crochet. You're going to do 2 back post half double crochets. Okay. 1 and 2. And you're going to do your back post single. You're going to skip the middle stitch and a back post single. So 1 back post single, skip, and we're going to do 2 back post singles. Now we're going to do a back post half double crochet and then 3 back post double crochets. So here's our back post half double, and then 1 back post double and 2 back post double and 3 back post double. All right, so that's going to be your repeat. Go ahead and rewind me to where I started this second repeat section and repeat that all the way around. At the end of this round, you are going to have 40 single crochets, 160 back post double crochets, 120 back post half double crochets, and 80 back post single crochets. So I will meet you at the top where we will join together for round 59 to get started. And round 59 is going to be a way easier round. You can take a chill pill for the next 2 rounds, and then we only have 4 to go after this. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope this new setup works better for everybody. If you guys do want me to redo this tutorial in a lighter yarn color and a better setup, I can do that. Drop your comments, give me a heart, a little praise, give me something down below so I know that people want me to redo this tutorial. If not, I'll leave it up. But thanks so much for tuning in for this round. Okay, so I have just wrapped up round 58. I have 40 single crochets, 160 back post double crochets, 120 back post half double crochets, 80 back post single crochets. So for round 59, we're going to slip stitch into the back loop only of our very first single crochet, okay? So back loop only. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to do a double crochet, so yarn over into the same space that we slip stitched into. So double crochet. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the back loop only of the next 2 single crochets. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to do, it says 2 half double crochets, so 1 and 2. And now we're going to do 14 single crochets. So 1, this is going to go over the top of those tops, as Anna calls them. 2, we're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, back loop only, y'all. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets, back loop only. So 1 and 2. Now it says to go ahead and repeat that all the way around. So you're going to do two double crochets, back loop only. So let's repeat that. Go ahead and start the repeat here. Remember, this is back loop only. So 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. We're going to do 2 half double crochets. So 1 and 2. Then 14 single crochets. 1. Oop, I picked up 2 loops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're halfway there, 8. You guys can probably hear my dog. He got locked out of the room while I did this round. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we're going to do 2 half double crochets. And that completes our repeat, okay? And this is our second one. So you're going to go back into the double crochets. So rewind me so that you can check into that a little bit better and see it one more time if you need help again. But this is going to be, this whole round is back loop only, and you're going to have 280 single crochets, 80 half double crochets, and 40 double crochets. So your repeat is going to be the 2 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, 14 single crochets, then 2 half double crochets and 2 double crochets. And you just repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the top of round 61, because when you get done with this round, you're going to slip stitch into the top of your first double crochet, both loops, and you're going to chain 1 and then do a double crochet into every single one of these stitches, and you'll have 400 double crochets at the end of round 60. So I'll meet you at the top of round 60. Again, round 59 is going to have 280 single crochets, 80 half double crochets, and then 40 double crochets at the end of it. You'll slip stitch to the top of both of these loops in your first double crochet, and you'll chain 1 and then do a double crochet into both loops all the way around for 400 double crochets at the end of round 60. So I'll meet you at the top of round 61. Okay, so to finish up round 59, what I'm going to do is I've just completed my last 2 half double crochets in the repeat, and I have a stitch left. What I'm going to do is actually go ahead and slip stitch into the top of my first double crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch over to the second double crochet in round what is that, 59. So now you can go ahead and get started with round 60 and go ahead and chain 1, and you're going to do a double crochet straight into both loops of that stitch that we've made our first double crochet in. So you will have a skip stitch down here. Your very last is going to be skipped, and you'll have 3 double crochets in between your repeat rounds for your very first section. But we're gonna get rid of that one of those double crochets because we've slip stitched into the second one. So hopefully that clarifies that. Now you're gonna go ahead and just do a double crochet all the way around for round 60, and then I'll meet you at the top for round 61. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to help you finish up round 60 because I have 400 double crochets and I've ended with 2 stitches left. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go into the first one. This is going to be my 400th stitch. I'm going to pull through 2 loops, and I'm going to leave 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and go into the next stitch, pull a yarn up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and that's going to be a decrease stitch, okay? Then we're going to slip stitch into both loops of our very first double crochet, and that is going to complete round 60. And now we are going to start round 61 with a chain 1, Then we're going to put a single crochet into that same stitch, do a single crochet into the next stitch. We're going to skip 2, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets into this stitch. 1, 2, 3. Give me a second to pull some yarn. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and you're going to put 3 more double crochets into that same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we're going to skip 2 again, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So skip 2, do a single crochet, skip 2, and do 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into this same stitch. So my 3rd double crochet, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to skip 2 and do a single crochet. So repeat that all the way around. When you come to the end, we're going to slip stitch into our first single crochet, and you should have 66 of these little clusters, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and you should have 67 single crochets and 67 of these. So the number 67, I said 66, but at the end it looks like she's saying that we're going to skip only 1 stitch instead of 2, and then slip stitch into our first single crochet. So I'll help you with that part at the end, but at the end of this round you should have 67 single crochets and 67 double crochet clusters. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll get you for our last round. All right, so I've come to the end of round 61, and we're going to only skip 1 stitch, put a single crochet, okay? We're going to skip another stitch, and then in this space here, between these two, I'm actually going to do my last top, okay? So you see how I put it there where my slip stitch is? I'm going to do my last 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. All right, number 3, we're going to chain 2 and 3 more on the other side. And this is going to complete our 67 tops. Oop, bear with me. Number 2 and 3. Okay. So I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my second single crochet. Okay. And now to get started on round 62, we are going to, we should have slip stitched into that first single crochet according to the pattern. Let me get in there. It says to chain 1 and single crochet into the same single crochet where you slip stitched. Single crochet again, and then you're going to do 3 back post double crochets around these double crochets. You're going to do 1 double crochet into the chain space. So yarn over, do a back post, yarn over, do a second one, yarn over and do a third one, yarn over and do a double crochet into the chain space. Then you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to slip stitch into the first chain of that chain 3. Okay? Oh, excuse me, it says, this is strange. All right, I've never done this before, but it says you're going to go into the chain, the first chain, and into the double crochet of that chain space, and you're going to slip stitch through all of that. So there we go. And then you're going to do 3 back post double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and you're going to repeat that. So you're going to do a single crochet into the single crochet, a 3 back post double crochets, 1, 2, 3, a double crochet into the chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to go down into the first chain. You're going to go into both of those loops for the double crochet that you put into the chain space, and you're going to slip stitch through all of that. Now I'm going to pick up both those loops. Then you're going to do 3 back post double crochets on the other side, and then you'll start your repeat again. And this is going to complete this project. In all of the rounds, you should have 62 rounds total. Okay, this is what that's going to look like. Very, very pretty. I am